is March 10th, and this is the Finance Committee, City of Stoughton. I'll call us to order. It looks like everyone is here except for Adrian. So we do have a quorum, and I can certify that we are in compliance with open meetings law. Any public comment? Seeing none. Communications and presentations, I didn't see any in the packet, so anything ad hoc? Okay, then we are moving right along. We'll move along to the approval of the minutes from 2/24. Did it? All right, motion by Reeves, second by Schumacher. Any changes, questions, comments on it? All right, hearing none. All in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
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 And no opposed, so we will approve the minutes. Or Genesis. Okay. Then the next item is, we are already to item number 7, which is a resolution, and I got to get there. There we go. So this is Resolution XXX of 2026. This is to amend the 2026 adopted budget, Fund 208, 400, and 410 capital outlay carry forwards. Lisa, do you want to?
Sure. So during the budget process, you originally approved an amount of carry forwards. Since then, we had to modify some amounts. Some went lower because more expenses were paid in 2025 than anticipated. Some didn't, so there's some increases. There's a backup document behind the resolution that outlines all the changes. But the net decrease is the $427,537.
Any questions on this one? Brett?
Yep, so this is 24 and 25 projects. And there is a timeline, a spend down that we need to make sure that we're following. So it might be to a point of where we're using these proceeds to downsize the debt issue, to use them for current projects, if this isn't moving forward, to get those spent and then reissue if we need to.
That's kind of the silver lining. Lisa?
I just was wondering about the 4th Street, Milwaukee to Isham. That one's pretty significant, and I know Director Abear's not here, so I could just email him, but that one seemed...
Lisa, I'm online here.
Oh, super. Thank you.
Yep. So that one's a DOT project that was the bill grant. There's still some invoices that we've been asking for, but have not received. And so also, I think we had budgeted, and Lisa, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's probably in the packet, but there was quite a bit of money that was for that project, because we were under the impression that we were paying for the project and they were essentially paying or supplementing 60%, I believe, but we had to pay the full freight, and that was not the case. Is that reflected, Lisa?
So we didn't carry the offsetting revenue. So it's just the expenses that are now decreasing for that portion.
And then just to follow up, was there any, it seemed like did this one go too longer than expected? Were there any penalties with this one, or maybe it
No.
was on time?
No, they, so again, it was a DOT project and the contractor went basically to the last week that they had per the contract. So in our opinion, they took a little bit longer than I think they should have or could have, but within the contract limits, they did finish on time.
Thank you.
So a follow-up to the follow-up. Brett, you said that we're waiting on invoices. Lisa, let's say that how long would we wait for the invoices until, what would happen if we never got an invoice on that? Would we, I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't think they're
I
gonna
was gonna
gift
say
us
the state will make sure
$500,000,
that
but.
they invoice us, but I know Brett has tried. It's amazing how much contractors don't want to submit for a payment. So I know Brett tries, but sometimes some stragglers hang out there for retainages and things like that.
Any other questions? Okay, then I think we can entertain a motion to recommend to council. Motion by Schumacher. Second by Doom. All in favor of recommending this to council, please say aye.
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 And sounds like no opposed, so we will recommend to council, and I think that's on tonight's agenda if I saw. Yeah, Adrian's on, I saw that too. So then, item 8 is also a resolution. This is a resolution amending the 2026 operating budget and authorizing tree removal within the Academy Street stormwater swale. That looked pretty straightforward, and I don't know, Lisa, if you have anything to add or anything to it. I mean,
Brett is online.
Brett?
Yep. So this is a stormwater swale on Academy Street along the train tracks. And there's some very large trees that are within the swale that we need to remove and then reshape the swale for proper drainage. We got basically alerted to an issue where we had potential flooding in backyards going up to the property owner's patio and then potentially into their home. So to mitigate this, we need to remove the trees and then reshape that swale. We feel we got a really good quote to remove those trees, just a touch under $11,000. So we would recommend approval.
Lisa?
Brett, I just had a question, because I couldn't picture exactly where this was, and I forgot to drive by. So is there any other planting that can be done? I always hate to have trees go away, and maybe they're nuisance trees anyway, but I just wondered if there'll be any other plantings at all, or is this what's going to be in the
great.
swale?
Yeah, no plantings in the swale. It'll be grass, and then we will be able to maintain the swale. However, this is working with the property owner and working through easements and whatnot. Outside of the stormwater easement that we're still looking to procure, we've actually talked to the property owner about offering to plant some trees to replace the existing trees. So we'll continue to work with them to plant the right species in the right location per their approval.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Other questions? I have one, Brett. I know tree removal is expensive. The winning bid is substantially lower than everybody else. Should we be at all concerned about that?
No, they're actually our current trimming contractor. And what it boils down to is a type of equipment that they have. They have basically this a boom knuckle with a saw head on it. So they're able to more efficiently get in there and move the trees versus the two other contractors that one had to bring a climber in. The other one had to bring a crane in and was going to have to shut down Academy Street. So it has everything to do with the type of equipment that these three contractors have and their ability to efficiently remove the trees.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, entertain a motion to recommend to council.
Make the motion to recommend.
Okay, motion by Reeves. Second by Doom.
Okay, second. Yep.
All in favor of recommending to council, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And no opposed, so we will recommend to council. Next item is an ordinance, it looks like. Yep, so this is an ordinance by Common Council of the City of Stoughton amending sections 2-646 and 2-650 of the Stoughton Code of Ordinances relating to special assessments. And Lisa, do you want to speak to
Yep,
that?
I can take
Okay.
this. So previously, I don't recall which year it was, but there was amendment to remove the references to financial hardship because it's not legal to do so. But there were parts of that portion of the ordinance, the code, where there was still reference to financial hardship. So this is just cleaning up removing that language, so there's no questions about the financial hardship.
It had got removed too, I think it just got missed.
There was other sections that got removed, but there were still these remnants of sections that didn't.
So it's like a cleanup?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions on this one? All right, and so we would want to have a motion to recommend this to council then as well. All right, we have a motion by Doom and a second by Schumacher. All in favor of recommending this ordinance to council, please say aye.
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 And no opposed, so we will recommend this to council. And it looks like that is it for the regular agenda. We have our future items. Looks like next meeting, we'll talk about cash handling policy and purchasing card holders and limits. And we have other items. Are there any new ones on here? Or are these the same as last week? Or
Same.
last month?
Same as last meeting, yeah.
Yep, yep. Anything we need to add? Anything?
Yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll be working on the debt issue in the coming months. We want to wait till audit is finalized. That'll be in June, so we'll start working on for the debt issue and issue in July. Audit, it went very well. We had lots of compliments from the auditors on how prepared we were. Kudos to Nicole Marie, who has been working the last couple of years on where the auditors were doing our fixed assets. And the last year, 2024, there was a module for our financial software that was purchased. And Nicole Marie has worked on getting that all up to date and functioning correctly. And the auditors were very happy with where that was at. So,
Yeah, and then we always have the perennial cash handling thing back and forth. Is that resolved in it? Like how we shuttle cash back and forth between deposits or like to drop off whatever things. Just remember it showing up in audits all the time and we can talk about an observation.
okay, I guess I'm not aware of that.
Well, there's always been some issues with separation of duties because of our
And that's
size.
typical for the size, yeah.
So I don't know if
So
that
we'll
was
have to-
it, but I do know you're also working on various cash handling policies to,
Yep.
including, how we deposit money to, minimize our exposure. So,
Because I think it's related to both of those things.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn by Schumacher,
Second.
second by Reeves. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
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 And no opposed, so we're adjourned. Thank you.
excellent.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tanya.